good afternoon there folks, Rich here, and today in my Traxxas Maxx I'm going to be testing this new 4S LiPo I've got. It's from ZOP. It's 40C 4S 7000 milliamps. Now currently I've been running it with the two power hobby batteries, a 5200 milliamps and 50C rating, and a 4500 one with a 100C rating. The punch they deliver is crazy. Absolutely ballistic, and they're both very well suited to this car. But even though these are relatively cheap, they're under 70 bucks a piece from Power Hobby. However, this one caught my eye on the Banggood website. It is a ZOP LiPo 7000 milliamps, 40C rating on it, and 4S. I'll put a link to that below the video. So in today's video, you're going to see yours truly going out and having a bit of fun testing this, where I meet up down at Shell Sands with John from Fog City. Link to him below the video, as there is this battery. And in this video, I'm going to talk about just how much punch this battery gives when it begins to tail off, and the total duration compared to these Power Hobby ones, which I've used for quite some while now on the Traxxas Maxx. I can highly recommend. But this is maybe a little bit more budget conscious. This is yours for about $43, and these are yours for just under $70 a piece. But a punch level these things give, absolutely crazy. This has a smaller punch rating of 40C, but that's still way above the Traxxas batteries at 25C a piece. So will this prove to be a winner or not? Well, I can tell you right now, there is one surprising benefit this pack actually gives, having a lower C rating. But more on that in a second. Let me get down to Shell Sands with Fog City. Now, I don't add anything away from me on this channel. It's quite a tight squeeze, but it does fit in. You do have to turn it on its side though, and still a little bit bowed on there, but the clamp is down, nicely in place. So well, got the Traxxas Maxx out with that new 4S ZOP pack from Banggood. Link to the pack below the video. Gonna duration test it, and I'm down there today with John from Fog City RC. Nice day down at Shell Sands, but a little bit busy with people, but we'll see how we get on. So I'm gonna talk about how much punch the battery's got and the duration of it. 7000 milliamp. Ooh, man. Oh, couldn't recreate that if you wanted to, could you? Ooh. Well, my first thing is that punch level. It's not quite up there with the Power Hobby packs, the 50C one, and particularly the 100C one, which I've got in my pocket, which I'll demonstrate to you later on here. But 7000 milliamps is going to last a heck of a lot longer, we should think. So more interested maybe in a duration today than the outright punch from it, because you can tell it's lower C rating on there, 40C. It's definitely not got that same violence that the 50 or 100C ones are, for sure, but still bright and fast enough on here. In fact, it's got gives the car quite a nice balance actually. If you're wanting a battery that's not maybe going to be sending you wheeling all the time, I would say this could be the one for you. Oh, it's just too tempting not to hit that wooden ramp. Just looking at it thinking, oh, wonder how much I'm going to break when I land. So sometimes too much power can be a bad thing, and this is, I would say, the Max handles pretty well with a 40C punch on there. It's keeping the front wheel, it's a lot more drivable actually than with the 100C on there. It is actually quite nice and drivable on here. The throttle is not too manic with it being 40C rather than 50. Ooh, still getting that bit of cogging. Bad. Now to try later on, I've got a Power Hobby 5200 50C pack on here. The difference in the C rating is quite noticeable today on here, immediately. This doesn't seem to have quite as much punch, but 7000 milliamps should mean it should last for quite a long time. So if you're not worried about absolutely stupid levels of acceleration and wheeling, and this has got more than enough on there. Oh! Just check out where all four wheels landed on that jump. Outstanding. And it lands the right way up, a remarkable amount of time. Just remember guys, if you like what you see today, don't forget to subscribe. What?
You could have stripped at it better. Oh! Wow.
I'll tell you this has got 40, that pack's got 40C rating. Whoa, no, definitely. Wow, look at that. Well, I have to say the pack, for being over about 10 minutes now, shows absolutely no sign of any kind of tail off. That power delivery, well, not as hard as the 50C ones. Power delivery is pretty consistent on that. Whoa! That thing handles so well. John's handling on this thing. What is this, the low C?
DB Pro.
DB Pro, and the handling is absolutely outstanding. It handles better with this 40C pack on. Oh, anybody seen the mud video the other day? That's more drivable on with the lower punch rating. I find that's easier to handle. I'm not flipping that and turning. It's like, yeah, after probably about 20 minutes on the pack, it's just beginning to tail off now. But bear in mind, John and me have been going fairly crazy for the past 20 minutes or so. And while it's not tailing off suddenly at the end. I will say it's not full power and then tailing off like some lipos do right at the very end. It has gone off maybe a little bit early on there, but duration wise still pretty good. I'm still thundering round on it. That's just saying that is not bad at all, but it's just not got quite that initial punch level that it had when we set out the box. That's not bad actually. Tailed off though. But it's tailed off, but it's not tailed off a huge amount. Well, while some lipos experts keep the maximum power right until the end and then tail off a little bit, I would say this has maybe dropped down to about 80% of its original power on air about 20 minutes into the run, but that is still not bad at all. Still plenty of punching up to have fun with and get yourselves into a stupid amount of danger with. But if anything, that lower C rating is in the battery's favour, I have to say. You want something to go out and be drivable with. Then it is highly recommended, particularly if you've not got a lot of huge budget for batteries and you're wanting something that's a longer duration rather than outright full-on power. Then I would say this is definitely worthy of consideration, particularly at this price point. I will put a link to it below the video. Oh, cleaning it. Is there no mercy for this car? It's nice and clean though now. So actually, while the pack has tailed off a little bit earlier on than I would have liked, the thing is still going on an absolute train, probably about 80% of the power. So we have a little bit of drop off early on, which I was maybe a little bit surprised at, but I've been running this car on 50 to 100C packs, so this is quite a difference on here. That's full throttle now, and it's beginning to tail off now. So brakes will do, as if on cue. That one has died on me, so time to put the power I'll be packing so that you can see the difference. But duration wise, I think we probably got coming up on about 25 minutes out of that thing, so that is not too bad at all, particularly given the abuse that me and Fog City have been putting the cars through. Well, this just about concludes my ZOP power battery review. I would just say yours truly has just been testing the 16S Armour Infraction outside in the yard, giving it a quick squirt of the throttle, and it is absolutely terrifying. And I've inserted that clip right at the end of this video. And besides giving a solid 25-minute plus runtime with yours truly being pretty much full on throttle with the Traxxas Maxx, it has a couple of added benefits. The first of all is it comes with two battery connectors. You've got a Dean's on there, as well as a Traxxas connector. Now you obviously only want to plug one into one setup at the time, but it just gives you options, particularly when it comes to charging. If everybody's got a Dean's connector charger, not necessarily a Traxxas charger on there. So I just thought that worthwhile pointing out. As I say, it ran for a solid 25 minutes plus, pretty much full on the throttle with it on the Traxxas Maxx here. Second, and a benefit, that 40C rating. This car was a lot more drivable on 40C than on the 100C packs that I have been running on it. Kept the wheels down on the ground a little bit more, and it was more fun, a little bit more drivable. Because of it, I was able to stay on the throttle quite a lot longer. So in essence, I pushed this pack probably a bit harder than I did with the 50 or the 100C ones on it, which had that huge wheels up punch power from them. So from that perspective, that was like an unexpected benefit I found from the ZOP power battery. Anyway, let me have your thoughts on the battery below the video, and let's go straight outside now with the 16S Armour Infraction. That's smoking the wheels off the line, and I'm only on a throttle for about 10 feet before having hit the brake. Hopefully do its full on test run by the middle of this week. Well, thumbs up if you like this video, guys. Post any comments you might have in the comment section below the video, and hit the circle below to subscribe. And if you do hit the circle, don't forget to hit the bell.